Hello friends, welcome to episode 2 of Eumel's FreeMode Safari. Today little Eumel will build up his criminal empire. Eumel meets the first toxic people in FreeMode. And of course, finally Eumel meets the cargo griefers. But nothing can stop this little grinder. So what happened so far in the Eumel story? Eumel was just setting up his account for quick progress and quick success with a bunker in Comage. Eumel also has one of the fastest HSW vehicles, so he can make 1 million GTA dollars each month easily. Eumel also has the grenade launcher and the homing rocket launcher. And then Eumel played the missions from the Dax DLC to make some money, but more important, to get access to the MK2 heavy sniper, one of the most important weapons in this game. And he also got the acid lab that has to be upgraded still. And now the story continues with Eumel building up a huge criminal empire in GTA Online. But first Eumel needs a better outfit, and he has one outfit with thermal helmet. That's always important when they go ghost. But we walk around without the thermal helmet because we do not want to attract sweaters. So the next step we take is the road to the Imani car. As you remember maybe from episode 1, then I called it the road to the MK2 heavy sniper. I always use these titles or whatever, because if you just walk down these roads, then everything else just comes together like a puzzle. So the first part of the Dax DLC gave us the heavy sniper and the acid lab, and the second part will give us the Virtue, and later on, consequently, the Imani Virtue, one of the most important cars in this game. But first we need to make money. We have to fill up our acid lab and our bunker. Yeah, and robbing stash houses is always important because it gives you a full bunker or a full acid lab for free, and that's always easy. And these stash houses are a great addition to the game. And at the moment our main mission is upgrading the bunker and upgrading the acid lab, of course. To fully upgrade the bunker we only need money, but to upgrade the acid lab it's a little bit more tricky. We have to play 10 of these Dax drops, and that can be a little bit time consuming. But when I started this Dax mission, I spotted the gun van. And we remember from last time, the gun van is the low level's best friend. And it's often very rewarding to check it out. You should do this at least once a week. I mean, if you're low level, then it's recommended to do it regularly, because this week there was the Railgun in the gun van and it was half price. Of course I buy it because it's good for PvP and good for PvE. So since we play free mode, it's always important to have good weapons. And now we have to play 10 of these Dax drops. They have a cooldown of 48 minutes, and it's important to do smart things within these 48 minutes. And playing the second part of the Drug Wars DLC, the last dose missions, that's very smart to do. Just like last time, the payout is not great, but you level up. You level your shooting skills, that's always important, and in the end we get the Virtue for free. And having the Railgun now, that is really helpful, especially during this last Dax mission. And the Railgun is also really helpful if you do things like the bunker sale missions. Yeah, and after we gave some hell to the LSPD with that Railgun, we take the truck, we take Dax, and we drive back to the freak shop and deliver everything. And once we have done this, then we will get our reward, and the reward is the Virtue. In my opinion, one of the best cars ever added to this game. But at the moment the Virtue is still something that I call Ranzkarre, means it's one shot. But here we already get the advice to upgrade it in the agency garage with Imani anti-peep technology and with armor. That means we need an agency now, and that means we need money, and that means I played the Vincent jobs. Schwarzgeldkasse in German, I don't know how it is in English, but I mean, you get it. You get the jobs. And it gives you 500k, it's easy, and it's actually fun. I did it twice, because I actually had fun. But GTA is not always about fun, because now we have the first gentle griefing attempts. We all know FreeMode is the home of the cargo griefers. And here you see Eumel with Dax drop number 10, one of the most annoying Dax drops. You have a World War I airplane. It's already with black smoke because of a lot of NPC helicopters. And if you look at the minimap, you see a Raiju. And now, I mean, call me naive maybe, but I really thought this guy might help me. But it's FreeMode. Usually when I play this music on this channel we have a good fight coming up, but this griefer was just incompetent and the NPC helis shot me down 15 meters before my destination. This is just unbelievable and it's so GTA. But in a second attempt I could finish this mission, and when I finished it I wanted to upgrade my acid lab, and then I saw, okay, here in Sandy Shores we have a bit of a problem because the Raiju griefer was sitting on a noob bike now, and him and his friend were molesting another player. And of course they have to kill me with a noob bike. And I'm actually really happy that this happened, because little Eumel now developed a hatred for the noob bike, and that makes me so proud on him. And you see the low level already owns a Raiju, and you do not own a Raiju if you want to play peacefully in this game. So Eumel has to deny him the Raiju. And seeing here how the noob bike guards the Raiju makes me vomit. And here you can clearly see why it's so lame if high-level players go after low-level players. I mean, just look at the sniper scope. It just drags or slips out or whatever because my shooting is not at 100%. So it's just so lame to kill low levels in this game. I mean legit low levels, of course, not smurfs. And for some unknown reason, these two guys did not want to play anymore with Eumel and were just driving away. And, well, that's perfectly fine. I mean, they wanted to grieve a little bit, they wanted to fight a little bit. All cool. I mean, that's GTA after all. And it's also, griefing is part of the game mechanics. I don't like it, but that's how it is. But, much more important now, I can upgrade my acid lab. So now, I have an upgraded acid lab, and I also upgraded the bunker. So I have two great businesses now. And with the profit from these businesses, I could buy the agency. And when buying the agency, Eumel found out that he was a really lucky little low level, because the price was reduced for the agency. So he could also buy a bedroom and like spawn in the agency from now on. And his bunker is in Kumage, so he can take the fast travel option to Kumage every time, which is really comfortable. And when I grinded a little bit more, then I had to choose between the weapon chamber or the garage. And I chose the weapon. Might have been it might have been smarter to take the garage and to upgrade the Virtue first. But, well, weapons are weapons, right? It's important to have. And I also always sell the weapon parts from the bunker. It's 50k easily, and much more important, it's like a little test on how griefy is this lobby. And now we have two great businesses. We have the agency, that means we can play all these, what is it called in English? Phone assassinations, whatever. Telefonzellenattentate in German, translate it yourself if you don't understand it. And we can play all these security contracts. Which is cool because it gives us higher passive income the more we play. But we always get reminded that we play FreeMode. But what always surprises me is when people get mad even though nothing major happened. So here I was just on my way to some important grinding business stuff that Eumel always does, and as you can hear, sticky bombs fly around my head. It's good that I do not hit because the car is not fully upgraded yet. And then a night shark tries to... I don't know what he's trying actually. Yeah, the way he armored his night shark meant that he cannot throw sticky bombs, just shoot his night shark machine guns, but even though the Virtue is not fully upgraded yet, it's still well armored, and he couldn't do anything. But he followed me through the whole city trying to kill me, and in the end he succeeded because I was getting out of the car and dying a very miserable death. But for some reason the clip didn't save, but believe me, it was miserable. Yeah, I didn't care much about this one kill and played some security missions, but in the kill feed I could see that this night shark guy was just like randomly killing players and never stopping, so I thought maybe just, he wants to have a fight, so give him a fight. You have to level your shooting skills anyways. And what you see in the background was everything that happens. I think there were 1 or 2 more kills maybe, but this was the style the fight was done in. So I would call it just like a little bit of clean and, gentle shooting. But he invited me to the party after the fight and he was all mad and furious. And I was really surprised when I got insults, like, it was unbelievable. And it was maybe about 7 or 8 kills. It was not even much. Like, it was not even a proper fight in that way, right? But yeah, maybe this last one kill, it was a little bit unnecessary, but I already scoped in and then I pulled the trigger. What the hell? But Eumel has no time to worry about things. He has to grind. Well, actually, killing the mad guy was also grinding because I still have to level up my shooting skills. So it was a different form of grinding. Yeah, and that railgun really helps during all these bunker sales with these annoying buzzards. Great. And selling in free mode might be risky, but worth it, because like this one bunker vehicle gave me 400,000 and acid gives me always around 500,000, which is really good money for low effort. And also for the Eumel timeline, I had this one Eumel story posted 2 weeks ago. This is where the Eumel story with Pretty Evening and the airport shooting started. And that's just for the timeline. But let's go back to grinding. And owning the agency means I can also play all these Dr. Dre missions and make $1 million with the Dr. Dre story. And I also can watch Dr. Dre beating someone up. And I like playing this heist too. It's funny, it's easy, you can do it in free mode mostly. And 1 million payout should be better, but the payout should be better always. And what I did now is just selling bunkers, selling exit, and spending money on all important things you need to own, like all important businesses like the CEO office, or also the cocaine lab. And I also immediately upgraded the cocaine lab, so that gives good money too. But you always have to keep in mind if you play free mode. In free mode there are the cargo griefers. And so far I'm ungriefed, like never successfully griefed. It's not that the griefers didn't try it, they were just failing miserably. And what do griefers love? Griefers love the noob bike, they have this perverted noob bike love. And some people say, oh, I only use it for missions. Let's see this noob biker here. He might only play a mission or maybe going out for a stroll or something. No, he doesn't. He wants to grief me. How shocking. Of course, I know, not everyone sitting on a noob bike is automatically a griefer or a bad human being, but honestly in free mode these things are always hostile and he wanted to steal my cell vehicle. I have to kill him for that. And just because it's right, I have to kill him a second time before I do my sale. And yeah, there are people who write under my videos, for example, I only use the noob bike to grind, I only use it for transportation and stuff like that. And I mean, that's all acceptable. I mean, why not? It's a legit vehicle in some ways. But these guys are not the mouth breathers that shoot rockets every time it peeps or go through lobbies and grief and stuff. Those who use it in PvP, they are always, 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 always dirty player, no matter who it is. Typical beta boy mentalities. And also with griefing, I mean the beta griefers, they use the noob bike, the alpha griefer, they use a helicopter. And this one used a Torpedo, but I dropped a sticky bomb. And luckily I had the right timing, so very soon it is bye bye little griefer. Wonderful, just simply wonderful. I know I have a very strong opinion about that noob bike, and you are free to have your own opinion about it, of course. I just think if you are in PvP and you see someone using the noob bike in PvP, it will always be a dirty player. If you use it upside down, then you already know he abuses game exploits and is most likely also cheating in other ways. That's always how it is. I made a whole video about this. But griefers are a different story. They use everything they have against you. I mean, their main mission is Schadenfreude and destroying your stuff. That's how it is. And I don't know how many people of you still remember the day when they nerfed the noob bike. They also nerfed the laser cannons. And I can really remember it well because so many griefers were crying on that day because now they need actually some aim for their griefings. Yeah, here we have the next griefer in an airplane. I mean, I would recommend using a Savage for griefing, but who am I to judge? He has a 9.49 KD. Oh my god, mommy, I'm really scared now. On the other hand, I'm a FreeMode grinder, and I mean, there's one thing that all FreeMode grinders have in common. We are not scared, never scared. I mean, we live with the danger, we live a risky lifestyle. That's just what we are used to. We know that you are mouth breathing hard on our cargo. But we don't care, we sell it anyways. And we are so mean, we use bridges as protection against you. I mean, I know griefing is part of the game, I just don't understand griefing. I mean, where is the fun? And why is he not taking a Savage if he wants to destroy this? But, I mean, good for me, so I'm still ungriefed. And, in my opinion, the only griefers that you have to be worried about are the one that come with helicopters. Because those are usually Germans, and they are usually good with helicopters, and they do everything to destroy your cargo and to farm you. But after this sale, I could finally upgrade or fully upgrade my Virtue to an Imani Virtue with anti-peeppeeppepp technology. This is so nice. I really love the Imani cars. Just for the reason that this peeppeeppepp stops. And now I played about 50 hours on Eumel since May. I have my shooting leveled to 100%. And on the way to the Virtue, I got all major businesses. I mean, I have an apartment. I do have the agency. Means a lot of security contracts to play. I have also bought a nightclub. And as you can see, a hangar at the airport. I have the CocaLab fully upgraded. I have the auto shop, so I can armor and upgrade all cars to 100%, even as a low level. And I can afford it because a maid invited me to a heist finale. Thank you, Lupo. I have the CEO office and a small warehouse too. And of course I also have the MC clubhouse. But most important, I have a fully upgraded acid lab. And I have a fully upgraded bunker now too. Means with all these businesses, I make tons of money now.